What's going on, everybody? I tell you what, this mess over at Disney has never been more ridiculous. So we know not long ago, Disney was saying that they were against the whole "Don't Say Gay" bill, which is completely the false way of saying that was going on in Florida not long ago. Now, recently we have Victoria Alonso, who is a person within the LGBTQ community, who spoke out not long ago about that bill. And she was told at that time to, like, hey, shut up, hush up, type of thing. She made a movie, or she produced a movie that essentially was all about the LGBT community. But let's take a look, because now it's saying, since she was fired this past week, that she is seeking legal help to sue Marvel Studios and Disney. This is coming from Deadline. Victoria Alonso weighing legal action against Disney, Marvel over sudden firing. Serious consequences, promises lawyer Patty Glasser as Mouse House points at indisputable breach of contract. Really, really interesting stuff here. So it says the Walt Disney Company is facing serious consequences and possible legal action over the pink slipping this week of Marvel VFX chief Victoria Alonso, making it clear to Bob Iger and Kevin Feige and everyone at the House of Mouse that she is not going quietly. In a statement released Friday for the now former president, physical and post-production VFX animation production for Marvel Studios, the litigator, who is already taking Disney-owned Lucasfilm to court for the canning of Star Wars TV series The Acolyte, EP Karen McCarthy said, the idea that Victoria was fired over a handful of press interviews relating to a personal passion project about human rights and democracy that was nominated for an Oscar, which she got Disney's blessing to work on, is absolutely ridiculous. Victoria, a gay Latina, because that's important to know, who had the courage to criticize Disney, was silenced. Then she was terminated when she refused to do something she was believed reprehensible. Disney and Marvel made a really poor decision that will have serious consequences. There's a lot more to this story, and Victoria will be telling it shortly in one form or another. This is an issue. This is a problem. Okay. So Disney, they actually made a contract with Victoria stating that she could not produce other films, other projects. She had to produce, she was a producer for Marvel Studios. She went and produced this other movie. Disney, Marvel Studios, they actually gave their blessing, said, yes, it's a passion project, go right ahead and do it. But you cannot go out and promote it. You can't go out there and do interviews for another company. You are part of Disney. You are the one of the leads, head people at Marvel Studios. But what does she do? She goes out and does a handful of interviews, which in turn could very well tarnish Disney and Marvel, who, by all accounts, as of late, we're starting to realize that they're noticing when you go woke, you go broke. So they're pulling back on that whole outspoken of wokeness. Not to mention that she had a contract which specifically stated she couldn't work for other production companies. Yet Disney was kind enough to let her do this passion project, but specifically told her, look, you can do this project, but you can't do this. So despite her breaching her contract, despite her going and doing what she was asked not to do, she's going to sue them because they fired her for breach of contract. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I get it. I get that she's trying to make this an LGBTQ thing. She's trying to say, you were silencing me as a LGBTQ person. You're trying to silence me supporting LGBT. You're trying to silence the LGBTQ community. That is absolutely ridiculous and inaccurate. I am not the biggest supporter of Disney, especially when it comes to their woke agenda. But this is not their fault. This is not something they did wrong. They actually did the right thing here. And the fact that this person, this, as they put it, gay Latina, because that matters, is coming out and saying that you did this to, push another agenda is ridiculous. She knows damn well that Disney is a woke company. She's just trying to get her voice out there. This is being used for people to go see this movie, this documentary, or whatever she made. That's what she's doing here. And the shitty part is, the way our country is right now, she's probably going to come out and win. I sure as hell hope Disney doesn't settle. I sure as hell hope they don't go behind closed doors and make a deal and bring her back. This is despicable. She's utilizing her gayness for profit of another movie, as well as trying to take down or make an example of Disney, which, when you really think about it and look at it, they are more pro-LGBT than probably any studio out there. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. This is absolutely ridiculous, absolutely crazy. Let me know what you think about this whole thing, because honestly, I am over all this crap. I really am. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. And with all that, talk to all of you later.